Don't be afraid of the dark. Just relax and let the darkness fall over you.
Welcome to Afraidish, a podcast where we take a deep dive into the history and paranormal while enjoying some tasty adult beverages. From ghost sightings to hauntings, urban legends and cryptids, let's get weird and afraid-ish together. Welcome to episode 46. I'm Paul.
And I'm Ashley.
Take 2.
I'm sorry.
That sucked.
Yeah.
So, I recorded this last weekend, and I was like 2 clicks away from having it done editing, and I shut my laptop, and there was an update.
You clicked to do the update.
No, I didn't. My laptop automatically updated while it was shut. But yeah, I lost an hour's worth of a full episode.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Well,
I don't even remember what we talked about, so.
Good.
I'm not as drunk as I was last time.
Oh, me either, I know. It was a really good episode, too.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
That's fine. What are we drinking?
I am drinking a Blue Moon Light.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the light beer, but I also shouldn't be drinking my calories. Although this is still 100 fucking calories, so I don't know what's so light about it.
Yeah.
Considering those ciders that are full of sugar are only like 120 calories.
That's crazy.
So, I'm not saving shit.
I am drinking a whiskey cocktail.
Yeah. It's something I threw together. So it's a lavender simple syrup with lemon juice and whiskey.
It's good.
Yeah. It's
Old Elk whiskey.
Yes.
It's really good.
That's pretty good,
yeah. All right. Have you ever wondered about those mysterious objects in the sky?
Oh, aliens.
Here are 5 fun facts about UFOs. 5 fun facts. Number 1. In 1947, the term UFO was coined after pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 high-speed objects flying in formation near Mount Rainier. He described their unconventional flying pattern as similar to flying saucers, which led to the widespread adoption of the term flying saucers to describe unidentified flying objects.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Number 2. Between 1947 and 1969, the U.S. Air Force was inundated with reports of more than 12,600 UFO sightings.
Wow.
After a meticulous investigation, only 701 of these sightings remained unexplained. This trove of data unveils a captivating era of unidentified flying objects, leaving us to ponder the mysteries of the sky. Wow.
Just that period? I mean, I feel like there's been UFO sightings pretty consistently.
Yeah, but just that period alone was
heavier than normal? Okay.
Well, I'm sure now it's probably a lot more.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, nobody really cares because they know there's way more stuff out there than just us.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. There's this theory, well, I don't know if it's a theory, but it's called the Fermi paradox. And it basically asks the question, we know the probability that there is extraterrestrial life out there somewhere. There cannot not be. It is statistically impossible for there to not be life on other planets. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Yeah. Bible
thumpers. However, why are they not... Why haven't we received communication from them? Is basically like the question the Fermi paradox ponders. And there's all these different theories about why. I I don't want to say that I don't believe extraterrestrials have come to Earth, but I find it highly unlikely just because it's unlikely. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
I get it.
I mean, I don't want to say, like, I would consider myself, like, an armchair scholar. Like, I don't research. I let other people research for me, and then I consume their information. And yes, I only follow people that have, like, legit credentials.
Right.
And none of them specifically say that UFOs and whatever are not extraterrestrial, but they're likely not.
Right.
So I don't know. Like, I mean, there's life out there. Where the fuck is it?
Maybe they don't want to come here because they know if they'll probably get shot down and shit.
Earth is a fucking shit show. Like, Earth is the part of town your grandma locks the car door when she's stopped at a red light because she doesn't want to get carjacked.
Yeah, the UFOs just lock their doors and just drive on by.
Right. Right. Earth is downtown Detroit in the 90s.
That's bad. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Any intelligent life stays far, far away from here.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Number 3. In 1947, the world was captivated by the Roswell incident, a UFO encounter that has since become a hotbed of controversy. Some claim that a UFO crashed near Roswell, New Mexico, while the military maintains it was a mere weather balloon. This incident continues to fuel intense debate and speculation, drawing the interest of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Yeah, that was way more than a weather balloon.
I don't think it was aliens. I think that, look, this is like right after World War II.
Right.
Right at the start of the space race and all of that, you know, before the Cold War and everything, but still, like, we took all the Nazi scientists over here and we're like, we're not going to charge you for your war crimes if you do good things for us.
Yeah.
I think Roswell, and I think most of the other UFO crashes, sightings, etc., were government experimentations.
Yeah.
Not weather balloons.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, though. All right, number 4. There are thousands of individuals who have bought insurance policies to protect against alien abductions.
That's like buying a plot of land on the moon.
I know. One broker even offered policies worth $10 million for a mere $24.95.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they know they're not going to pay it out.
Yeah. Man.
It's crazy.
Number 5. Gullible.
Yeah. Number 5. The term unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, describes a wide range of unexplained objects or phenomena encountered in the air, sea, and space, rather than just limited to flying objects. In 2022, the U.S. military expanded the definition of UAP to include submerged and transmedium objects, indicating that these phenomena can manifest in various environments, not just in the air. That's wild.
Yeah.
Today we're diving into a topic that's been the subject of countless debates, documentaries, and government investigations. UFO/UAP sightings and encounters. But not just anywhere, we're focusing on the fascinating state of Missouri. So buckle up, because we're going on a journey through the Show Me State's most compelling UFO stories.
Okay.
Missouri has a storied history of a hotspot for UFO sightings and unexplained phenomena. From the enigmatic lights spotted over Kansas City to the unforgettable encounter at the Marley Woods, Missouri's skies have hosted numerous unexplained events that have captured the public's imagination. However, understanding what constitutes a UFO sighting is essential before delving into these fascinating stories. An unidentified flying object, commonly known as a UFO, refers to any airborne occurrence that cannot be readily recognized or accounted for.
Or of which the government refuses to fess up to what it actually was.
Yeah. However, numerous UFO sightings are eventually recognized as misinterpretations of conventional aircraft, weather balloons, or natural occurrences, and a minority of cases continue to defy explanations. These perplexing instances... I can't talk today.
Can you ever?
No.
It's okay, you should have heard me this afternoon. I was really struggle bussing.
Yeah. These perplexing instances spark intrigue and prompt contemplation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the extent of our isolation in the cosmos. So, without further ado, let's dive into our first story. In 1941, one of Missouri's earliest and most controversial UFO incidents took place in Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau?
I want to visit there.
Why?
Oh, just because I've never been.
There's nothing there.
I don't know. Which predated the well-known Roswell incident by 6 years. This event is renowned for its classic UFO encounter characteristics. During the spring of that year, Reverend William Huffman was summoned to the site of an airplane crash near Cape Girardeau. Upon arrival, he was astonished to find a disc-shaped object with peculiar hieroglyphic-like markings on its exterior. The area was swiftly secured by military personnel, adding to the strange nature of the events. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The most astonishing aspect was the discovery of small bodies with large heads and eyes, described by Huffman as distinctly non-human.
I think I said this last time. It always strikes me as interesting how whenever somebody is describing an encounter with an extraterrestrial, they basically describe a fully grown fetus.
Yeah.
They all always look like fetuses. And I just wonder why that is.
I don't know. Because probably that's the only thing they can relate it to.
No, nobody ever makes the correlation. It looked like a fetus.
Right.
It's just the description. I'm like, that they're describing a fetus.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. It's crazy. The military promptly suppressed the shocking revelation, and Huffman was required to keep the incident confidential, of course. Over time, the story of the Cape Girardeau crash was gradually revealed, primarily through Huffman's granddaughter, Charlotte Mann. Referred to as Missouri's Roswell, this incident continues to fascinate those interested in UFO lore in the state. For individuals wishing to explore this further, more detailed accounts and analyses can be found on websites such as Mysterious Universe and The Black Vault. So, what do you think about the Cape Girardeau crash of 1941?
I mean, I don't really know. Who knows, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Maybe it was just a mass hallucination. Maybe it was aliens.
Maybe.
Maybe it was the U.S. government or the Russian government or whatever fucking government. I don't even care. Some government.
Yeah.
Who knows? Certainly not me.
Yep. All right. In the spring of 1973, the small town of Piedmont, Missouri, experienced a remarkable series of unexplained events that captured the attention of the entire community and the media. It all began on the night of February 21st, when multiple residents reported witnessing unusual multicolored lights displaying astounding aerial maneuvers over Clearwater Lake.
Is the lake clear?
Probably not. The mysterious sightings persisted for several weeks, prompting local authorities and UFO researchers to launch investigations. Notably, Piedmont High School's basketball coach Garland Butch Ashley emerged as one of the most credible witnesses. Ashley observed a radiant white light that fragmented into 3 smaller lights, each moving independently before converging into a single larger light. Despite thorough inquiries conducted by the Air Force, no conclusive explanation for the phenomenon was reached. The Piedmont lights endure as one of Missouri's most meticulously documented UFO cases, continuing to pique the interest of enthusiasts and researchers. You can delve into the details on the Missouri MUFON website for further information about these intriguing sightings.
MUFON?
Yes. So what do you think about the Piedmont Lights of 1973?
Unoriginal. Uninspired.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Again, I don't really know what to think.
If anyone's not sure what MUFON is, MUFON stands for the Mutual UFO Network. It is a nonprofit organization that investigates cases of alleged UFO sightings. Founded in 1969, MUFON's mission is to study UFO phenomena for the benefit of humanity through investigations, research, and education. The organization maintains a network of field investigators trained to interview witnesses, collect evidence, and analyze data related to UFO sightings. MUFON also publishes a journal, holds annual symposiums, and provides a platform for researchers and enthusiasts to share their findings and theories. So that is MUFON.
Okay.
In 1978, a local farmer named Jim Klinge, it's Klinge in German, but probably Klinge in American.
I mean, probably.
Yeah. And his family reported a close encounter with a UFO on their property in Ellsbury, Missouri. The encounter occurred in their field where they witnessed a bright saucer-shaped craft hovering in the sky. What followed was a genuinely extraordinary and unsettling experience. According to Jim Klinge, the UFO emitted a powerful beam of light that temporarily paralyzed him and his family. They described feeling intense heat and disorientation during the encounter. The craft suddenly disappeared, leaving the family deeply unsettled by the experience. This incident attracted the attention of investigators from multiple UFO research organizations, including MUFON, who visited Ellsbury to document it and analyze the event. The Klinge family's account became one of Missouri's most detailed UFO encounters and left a lasting impact on them. Interested individuals can explore the archives at openminds.tv for further in-depth reports on UFO encounters. So what do you think about the Ellsbury incident of 1978?
I mean, again, I don't really know what to think.
Yeah.
Bored country folk making shit up? Could be.
Maybe.
Real shit? Could be.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows? Who knows? Not me.
Yeah. Who knows?
Not me.
All right. When discussing UFO sightings in Missouri, Marley Woods must be mentioned. Situated in the remote southern part of the state, Marley Woods is often likened to Utah's Skinwalker Ranch due to the remarkable high level of unexplained phenomena. Numerous reports from Marley Woods describes a wide range of inexplicable occurrences, including UFO sightings, strange lights, bizarre creatures, and even poltergeist-like activities. One of the most notable incidents involves a local rancher who witnessed a large triangular craft slightly hovering over his property. According to the witness, the craft emitted beams of light that appeared to scan the area before rapidly disappearing. Several organizations, such as the Center for UFO Studies, or CUFOS, have conducted extensive investigations.
Not to be confused with Sophos.
Yeah.
Fucking Sophos.
Have conducted extensive investigations in Marley Woods, devoting significant time to unraveling the area's mysteries. Despite the abundance of reported sightings and encounters, the enigma... Goddamn, I can't talk. The enigma of Marley Woods persists with no definitive resolution in sight. And I will have an episode just on Marley Woods, which has a ton of phenomenon activity.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Marley Woods mystery?
I think that, well, first of all, I think all of America is cursed.
Yeah.
Because of how our people ended up here.
Yeah.
And what we did to the people that were here before our ancestors ended up here. But indigenous cultures all across the world have, their lore and their mythical creatures and things, and could be some shit like that. I don't know, Yeah. I'm not the type of person that completely discounts the idea that there are, I don't want to use the word realms, but or parallel universes, whatever theory you want to think on, similar concepts. And sometimes, perhaps, the curtain or the veil or the barrier or whatever word you want to use between our world and those worlds, dimension, whatever, thins or disappears entirely, momentarily, in certain spots, and things can bleed over.
Yep, just like Bigfoot.
So, I mean, again, perhaps aliens, the idea of aliens, perhaps they're beings from another dimension that occasionally get sucked over here and trapped.
Yeah, it could be.
Also, there's a lot more we know about space than we do about our own oceans.
Yep.
And so, it wouldn't surprise me if we someday found out that there's a whole fucking civilization of alien-like beings living under our oceans.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. Yeah, because there are some craft that can't get so far down, reach. So,
to the depths of the ocean. Well, yeah, the pressure. I mean, look at, what was that, Ocean Gate?
Gosh, that was a disaster. Yeah, anyways. In the 21st century, UFO sightings in Missouri have consistently captured the public's imagination. One notable event took place in 2011 when Kansas City was the epicenter of a wave of UFO sightings that garnered attention from both local and national media outlets that we must have missed.
Yeah, I have no recollection of this. What were we doing in 2011?
I don't know.
Getting drunk and playing Halo.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing.
Yeah. Not watching the news.
Definitely not. News? What's the news?
Yeah.
Did not.
The series of sightings commenced in late September and peaked in early October. During this time, numerous residents reported witnessing unusual lights and objects in the night sky. Reports varied, with one witness describing a sequence of bright orb-like lights moving in a peculiar formation, and another reporting the sighting of a triangular craft with lights positioned at each corner. The unusual phenomenon prompted thorough investigations by local UFO enthusiasts and national organizations such as National UFO Reporting Center, or NUFORC. Despite the extensive media coverage and many eyewitness reports, the enigmatic Kansas City UFO wave of 2011 remains shrouded in mystery with no definitive explanation emerging. So what do you think of the Kansas City sightings of 2011?
I don't know. Again, so recently, within the last, I'll say, year, and I haven't been on Facebook in God knows how long, but a while ago, every single time I opened Facebook, somebody was asking, what are those lights that are in a straight line in the sky? It was Starlink. Yeah. Everybody was freaking out about these lines, and it was like, that's a satellite system. Yeah. Multiple satellites crossing in a line as they are programmed to do.
Yep.
Everyone was like, it's aliens. It's aliens. It's aliens. So whenever people talk about strange lights in the sky, my first thought is it a satellite?
Yep.
Is it an airplane? Is it a helicopter? If it's not an airplane or a helicopter, more likely than not, it's a satellite.
Yep. Or a planet that doesn't move. Like sometimes planets are bright, and uneducated people are like, "What's that light?"
Okay, so like what? I'm having a hard time because I'm too familiar. Yeah. I cannot comprehend looking in the sky and seeing Mars and going, what's that? Because I know it's either Mars or Venus or Jupiter or something. And I pull out my little Star Tracker app and I hold it up to the sky and it tells me what planet is right there.
Yeah, not everybody has.
No, but when you look in the sky, like, it is obviously a celestial body,
right?
Not a spacecraft.
Yeah, I get it.
As sure as the sun and the moon, I cannot. I mean, again, no judgment. I cannot fathom seeing a planet and thinking that it's a spacecraft.
Yeah, because it doesn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I could see mistaking it for a star.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying people do mistake that as a UFO or whatnot. I don't know.
But you bring up a valid point. Again, it's hard to, you can't unlearn what you know, you know? So, like, once you have a certain perspective, it's hard to see outside of that perspective. So I'm sure that there are people that aren't aware that you can see the planets in the sky. So I don't know, I don't know. Not me. I don't know.
Who knows? Not
me.
Anyways.
I don't want to offend anybody, but if you think Mars is a UFO,
I don't think you're going to offend the 10 listeners.
Google is free.
Podcast, so, yeah. Yep. While not a traditional UFO sighting, the Joplin spook light is a fascinating phenomenon that has captivated people's imagination in Missouri and Oklahoma for over 100 years. Situated near the border of these two states, the spook light appears as a mysterious glowing orb along a secluded road known as the Devil's Promenade. Witnesses often describe the spook light as a luminous ball of light that exhibits erratic movement. It sometimes appears to approach or follow curious onlookers before vanishing without a trace. Despite numerous theories ranging from atmospheric conditions to car headlights, no definitive explanation for this enigmatic occurrence has been established. The enduring allure of the Joplin spooklight has drawn the attention of both paranormal investigators and curious tourists. Websites such as Legends of America offer in-depth information about the history and folklore surrounding the spook light, making it a compelling destination for those intrigued by the unexplained.
Every town has a spook light.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every town has a ghost light, spook light, some kind of light.
Yeah.
There's like 6 of them that I heard of growing up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Within my town, like within my area. Every town has a spook light.
Yeah, it could be like it said, atmospheric pressure, kind of like the...
You're talking like ball lightning?
That and the lights, the northern lights.
The northern lights in Joplin?
No, I mean like the atmosphere somehow in that area. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, okay, it's not a solar situation. But I think I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Certain atmospheric conditions, again, more like ball lightning.
Yeah, something
But
like that maybe.
for that to be like a recurring thing in the same place, highly unlikely. It's more likely that whatever the conditions of the area are, it's a reflection. Something is reflecting off of something else when the conditions are right.
Right. But supposedly it follows people, so I don't know. It's one of those unexplainable things.
Does it follow them, or are they so, like, hopped up on adrenaline and fear that they think it's following them?
Could be.
You know? Because when you're in a situation where your mind is going, you can convince yourself of anything. You can tell yourself, oh my god, the light's following us and it hasn't moved.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? All right.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah. The state of Missouri has long been a focal point for UFO sightings, and the trend continues to the present day. Reports have emerged from diverse locations within the state depicting a wide array of unidentified flying objects, from the classic flying saucer to more contemporary triangular crafts. An especially noteworthy incident occurred in May 2020 when numerous witnesses observed a sizable triangular object adorned with 3 luminous lights gliding noiselessly across the skies of St. Louis. This sighting garnered attention from MUFON, an organization dedicated to investigating and cataloging UFO activity in Missouri and beyond. Enthusiasts and researchers can access a wealth of information through the MUFON UFO Stalker website, a valuable tool for staying abreast of the most recent sightings and reports. The site provides up-to-the-minute data on UFO encounters around the world, featuring comprehensive accounts and first-hand testimonies from witnesses.
I don't know. There's a meteor shower this weekend, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
So there'll probably be a lot of reports of unidentified flying objects.
What are those lights?
Have I ever... I told you last time my UFO encounter.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell it again for the podcast because...
Yes.
Okay, so... I was 14 or 15.
Uh-huh.
And it was before we moved to Ohio, but they were dating, and we would go down to Ohio pretty much every weekend. Like, we lived there on the weekends. We stopped going to the church at home, and we pretty much started attending her church. And I think it was probably the first or second time we went down there, so it was very early on. My dad insisted that I go with him to the adult Bible study Sunday school class instead of my age group. I don't know why.
That's kind of dumb.
But it was out in, like, you know, those portable buildings that a lot of churches have?
Yeah.
The mobile home office building things. It was in one of those. And out behind the building was a cornfield.
Nice.
Corn as far as the eye can see. And this was in like late August, early September. The field was freshly harvested. Like the stubs were still sticking out of the ground, but there was no crop left. So I'm looking out over this barren field, bored out of my goddamn mind. And all of a sudden, I see this shadow slowly move over the cornfield. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? Now, granted, the area that I came from, there wasn't a lot of flat, empty land. Like there was a lot of trees, a lot of lakes.
Right.
I did not grow up in farmland. That's not to say that I'd never been to a farm or I'd never been to the country. That's not where I grew up. I grew up in lake country. Lots of trees, lots of lakes, lots of roads, lots of parks, lots of buildings, roads, things. So I never really spent time in a flat expanse of land with nothing around it. Right. This was like my first time. So I'm sitting there going, holy shit, there's a shadow moving across the ground. Of course, I'm not thinking that because I'm a good little Christian girl. And I'm like, oh dear, what is happening? I didn't say anything to anybody, but I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, and I'm watching, and I'm watching, and I'm watching. And then eventually, in the window, I can see a cloud moving by right over where the shadow was.
Nice.
So, my UFO encounter, not a UFO encounter, just a cloud. Proof that, you know.
Maybe UFOs can hide in clouds.
You know, maybe they glue cotton balls to themselves to trick stupid humans.
Like in the movie Nope.
Is that not Keegan-Michael Key, but the other one? Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele, yeah. I love his movies.
Every time I say not Keegan-Michael Key, but the other one, you look at me like I'm stupid.
No, I just think, I had to think of his name.
Because they're always together.
I know.
So I'm like, it's not Keegan-Michael Key, it's the other one.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, he's got a lot of really good thrillers and stuff like that. Yeah.
I know, so you tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. The movie Nope is like a like a UFO type. The UFO is actually like a jellyfish in the sky.
Okay.
And it chases people. It's wild.
All right, and you know, if the Brits can build a city on a star whale, anything is possible.
Yep.
That's a Doctor Who reference for anybody that's very confused right now.
Yeah. We love Doctor Who.
We do.
Yeah, anyway.
Not so much the newer seasons.
Yeah, we need to get caught up.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard. It's so exhausting to watch.
I know.
It's exhausting to watch.
Yeah.
There's just, it's not not that the stories didn't have substance when it was Tennant or Smith or even Eccleston, but there was like a carefree playfulness about both of their storylines.
Now it's more serious.
It's very deep and heavy.
Yeah.
And I can't sit in that for very long. Otherwise, I sink.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, anyway, yeah, that's why I've stopped watching Doctor Who. For those that care. What do I do instead now?
You read Smut. And now I listen to Smut on Audible.
Because your wife needed someone to talk to about it.
So I get these damn memes on Instagram.
Because I send them to you. I'm training your algorithm.
And they're like, Face Smut is now instructions for men.
Yes! I sent you that this morning.
I know.
I sent it to Lauren, and she sent it to her husband. But yes, men, read what your wife is reading. Just a little pro tip.
The stories are actually good.
The stories are okay. Everyone wants to shit on ACOTAR and the like. For those that aren't in the know, ACOTAR, it's an acronym. The first book of a series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. Everybody just calls the entire series ACOTAR.
Which is very popular right now.
It is very popular. If you don't know about this, it's because you're intentionally closed off to it.
Right.
Anyway. Everyone likes to talk shit on it and, like, poo-poo on us little face smut girlies. Listen. Game of Thrones. The Witcher. Written by men. Fantasy storylines. Tons of sex.
Yep.
But you have a woman writing it, and all of a sudden, oh, it's just face smut. It's just fae porn. Oh, it's, you silly little girl. Read something real.
I mean, guys, listen. The details in these books, you can actually learn something. Seriously. Yep. And I even listen to stuff that Ashley won't listen to.
Well, yeah.
Like Allison's Adventures in Underland, which is a reverse harem book, a series, which I actually liked. But
I'm sure the story was great.
it is.
I just,
The sex scenes were great too.
One cock is enough.
But 9 is a lot.
That's way too many. Holy shit.
You
only have 3 holes.
Well, in Underland, she's the queen. She ends up being the queen.
Okay.
Well, she has to have 9
Does she kill the
husbands.
Queen of Hearts or
No.
no?
The king. Okay, the King of Hearts actually ends up being one of her husbands.
Okay. So it's not the Queen of Hearts, it's the King of Hearts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
I liked it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, so I read a series that is a spin on Arthurian legend, and Arthur's the bad guy. So, there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing else to say to that.
Anyways.
But anyway, yes. People need to stop shitting on face smut and start reading it like they watch Game of Thrones.
Right.
Don't read The Witcher and come away thinking, now I know how to have sex.
No.
Because it was written by a man.
Yeah.
It's P and the V. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, women tend to be more detailed.
Because we write what we want.
Yeah.
Men only write what they know.
Yep. I get it. After reading, what, 3 series?
3
now?
series, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you read, well, okay, the other one that you read, it was not, it was a young adult.
It was teen.
There was no sex.
No.
Yeah.
It was called Alice in
Zombieland.
Zombieland, yeah. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Read Face Smut.
Read Face Smut. Or mom porn.
No shame.
Yeah.
No shame. Listen, the stories are great. I will tell anybody who will listen, I will talk about this for days. Kindred's Curse Saga.
Yeah. I mean, if you like Game of Thrones, these stories are almost similar, but they involve like fey creatures. Well, actually, fey men that are built with.
They're all the same.
Tits. Yeah.
They're all the same. It's just like carbon copy one after the. That's the only like frustrating part is that every MMC, every FMC, which male main character, female main character, they're all the same.
Right. Yeah.
They're all identical.
Yep. And they all say, I felt his thick, long shaft up against my back. They almost all say that.
It's literally, or the considerable length of him.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, yeah.
Good stuff.
That's the only thing. I'm like, can we get creative, please, people?
Yeah.
Can we have something else? I feel like Sarah J. Maas tried with Tamlin.
Yeah.
Like he was a little bit more Fabio, whereas like the majority of male main characters are Rysand.
Yeah.
Black hair.
At first I liked Tamlin, and then it's like, oh,
I hated
this fucking
Tamlin from
guy.
the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude, he has an agenda. Lucian, get with Lucian.
Yeah.
Get with the redhead. Get with the redhead. He'll light you on fire.
Yeah. And then Rysand stepped in.
Oh, and then Rysand steps in, and I'm like, oh, sorry, okay, here we go. I fell in love with him under the mountain, and I have not come up for air since. But Luther Corbois, top tier, every day, all day, superior to Rysand in every way. I still love Rysand, but I'm Luther's good girl.
Shadow Daddy.
Shadow Daddy.
Yeah. Good stuff. I like it anyways. Call me weird, but I'm into it.
It's entertainment.
It is.
It gets you out of the daily grind. It gets your mind where you're... Life sucks, man.
Yeah.
Go live in a fantasy world. Or if you don't like fantasy, find a genre. If you like thrillers, read thrillers.
Yeah.
Read. Just read. That's all. Just read.
I like thriller books, horror books, and now Smut.
I pretty much only like face smut. Like if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be fae. I just like fantasy.
Yeah.
I like not being on Earth.
Yeah. I get it.
Whether they're fairies, whether they're descended, whether they're
Angel daddies.
elves, angels. I'm not the biggest Hunt fan though. Like if we're talking Crescent City, Rune Dannon is delicious. Again, black hair. Rune is an identical carbon copy to Rysand with a few modifications.
Right.
Sarah J. Maas, for all of her creativity and inspiration, she's not the most creative when it comes to her characters.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
You haven't read Crescent City, so you don't know what I'm talking
Well, I
about,
think
but
that
I've
might be
talked
the
to you
next
enough about
one
it.
I listened to.
Really?
I think so. Because after this book, I've got one more book of this series, and then I'll need something else to listen to.
Shepherd King Chronicles. We already own it.
Okay.
One Dark Window.
I'll listen to that next then.
That's the one. You started this series without my input. If you had asked me what should I listen to next, I would have told you Shepherd King Chronicles. I'm not mad that you're listening to... I don't even know the name of this. The first book is Court This Cruel and Lovely. I don't know the name of the series. It might be Kingdom of Lies. Yeah, I think that's it.
I like it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Shepherd King Chronicles. It's not fae. It's dark gothic.
Okay.
The magic system is the most unique magic system I've ever come across in any TV show, movie, book, series, doesn't matter. It is utter perfection.
Okay.
People aren't talking about it because there's not a lot of smut in it. It's romance.
Yeah.
There's one, I wouldn't even call it a sex scene. It's an intimate scene per book. Well, okay, in the second book, it is a little bit more graphic and whatever, but it's a different couple, so.
Okay. All right.
The story is phenomenal, though. So unique, so good.
Sweet. All right. Anyways.
We've covered aliens, we've covered fairies. We're good.
Smut. Any smut will do. All right. As we conclude today's episode, It's evident that the skies of Missouri harbor a multitude of enigmas, from documented historic crashes and unexplained celestial phenomena to spine-chilling personal encounters and ongoing in-depth investigations. The Show Me State is brimming with a rich tapestry of UFO folklore. Whether you maintain a skeptical stance or ardently believe in extraterrestrial visitations, the narratives we've delved in today serve as poignant reminders that the cosmos is boundless, teeming with enigmatic conundrums awaiting scholarly scrutiny and exploration. If you possess first-hand UFO experiences or knowledge of any other noteworthy sightings in Missouri that we haven't addressed, we eagerly encourage you to make contact with us via email or social media. So yeah, anything else?
No.
Any more books?
No.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure, but I'm not going to waste your audience's time any longer.
Yeah.
I will proselytize another time.
All right. If you have any stories or requests of anything you want to hear about or know anyone who does, please email me at afraidishpodcast@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at afraidishpodcast. Tell me what haunted locations you want to hear about or anything paranormal. All the links will be in the show notes. I have this on YouTube as audio. You can listen almost anywhere you listen to podcasts. Also rate and review on Apple Podcasts and rate on Spotify. 5 stars, please. Until next time, don't be afraid of the dark.
Be afraid-ish of what's in it.
Bye.
Bye!
The truth is out there.
Shadow Daddy's roll.
Bye. I felt his thick, long shaft up against my back.